They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Took care of it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels that he can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. The toss to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. About to snap it for the 8th time on this drive, and it's a 3rd down and 4. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's sacked. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's McGee. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. So now it's second and long. They just keep firing. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they need. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Drag down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and he can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that breaks into the open. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. He's got it on the right. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Second down coming up. Looking for space. It's Cooks. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He's all the way down to the 3. Run has them set up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changed.
And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And the offense will take over.
Now this offense is back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
21 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to throw on third. Here's a heat. Makes a connection. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to run it, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And now on third down, they've sent the field goal unit out. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
Oh, he found a space high. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Pocket breaking down. He's got him still on his feet. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking to throw it set. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still...
Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half.
Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Right back to the well. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
At the 13-yard line.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass, it's Warner. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on first and goal. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Third down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. He's going to keep it. There he goes. Past the 20. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
PAT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Wants to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
A designed run for the quarterback. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Find some fresh air. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Now on first and 10 from the 29. Now he's looking to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He'll pull it down. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the...
Moving toward the end zone, ball out! Defense picks it up.
And that's unfortunate for the offense. A golden opportunity to walk away with 2 extra points, but you fumble it at a critical juncture in the game. How's this one going to impact this game?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence.
Turning it on! I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on first down. And some room to work. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No,
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things
Breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown in the dying moments of the game.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Sapp. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at that 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice third down conversion, and now set up first and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. On the move, it's Bray. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That pass is incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Dropping back, it's Sapp. Quickly complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. There's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
With the line of scrimmage at the 28, this would be about a 45. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Fielded in the end zone, it's hooked. Didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. On first down from their own 22. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Adams. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man down the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. Sweet cut there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball
makes a grab past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Around the corner, it's Briggs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. And it's caught for the touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over Purdue.
To the air. It's Sapp.
Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Right on target this time. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Yeah, that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. 3rd and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Using his feet to buy time. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out fast. Still on his feet at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense in hurry-up mode. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Connection to the right. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
On first down from the 13-yard line. The quick out. And he's in for the touchdown.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now.
He's got it on the outside. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gray. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting points on the board before the break.
On the play.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Turning it on! A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else would be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Here's the handoff. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, a nice lead here late in the third quarter. They're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're leading and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A run for the quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback will keep it. And it's in for a touchdown. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll test the right side. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll run the sneak for it. Gets it past the marker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And he's wrestled to the ground. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
number 5.
That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Gonna run it. It's McGee. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts, the power read, and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break them.
And they are in for the score here late in the fourth quarter.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee in the... Quarterback empties his backfield. On the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And here comes the offense on second down. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that. Why?